What's up guys, this is Solomon right here. Today I'm gonna show you how to create a Docker file from scratch with some basic commands. So alright, right here I'm on my Ubuntu virtual machine on VMware workstation. So let me see where we are. pwd on the desktop. First to make sure pwd on the desktop. So the first thing to do is I'm gonna create a directory. Inside that directory, I'm gonna create a Docker file, and inside that Docker file, I'll put a bunch of instructions, and then from there, I'll go ahead and build that image, and from that image, I'll go ahead and spin a container. All right, so let's go ahead and create a directory. So the directory Docker. All right, so let's see. As you can see, there is a directory right here named Docker that's been created. So let's say pwd and ls. Okay, we have the Docker directory. So let's go inside that directory and then see that directory is empty. So let's create a file named Docker file inside that directory. Attach Docker file. Make sure that it's spelled exactly like it is right now. Creating that ls. Okay, we have inside that Docker directory, and we have file named Docker file. So let's put a bunch of instruction inside that file to be able to create a Docker image. So I'm gonna go ahead and open that with my favorite editor, Vim. All right, so Vim's right here. So I to enter, and then I'll put a bunch of instruction. All right, so the first one is getting base image Ubuntu, and then getting that from Ubuntu. And then the second one is the maintainer. The maintainer is whoever created that image is maintaining that image. So maintainer. So it's me. This is my Twitter credential. Feel free to link up and keep in touch. So me at ask. So these are the information regarding who is maintaining the file. All right, the image, I mean. And then run, we're gonna put in run to make sure that I get all the update that I needed to get. And then cmd can only get executed when a container get created out of that image. So cmd equal hello walls. This is my Docker container. All right, so those are the instructions that we need to put inside that Docker file. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and exit Vim. To exit, you escape and then colon wq exclamation point the Docker file name. So right here I'm gonna exit column wq exclamation point and Docker file, and enter. All right, so now we have our directory created, and then the file created, and then the instruction put inside the file. So let's see what is let's make sure that whatever instruction we have inside the file are accurate. So that we start Docker file. As you can see, getting image from Ubuntu, getting base image from Ubuntu, the maintainer's name, run, and cmd. Everything is clear here. So let me go ahead and clear this one for now. Okay, the next step is now to build the image. To build the image, follow the instruction below. So build my Docker image, and then version 1.0. So sudo docker build to the tag my docker image 0, and then I press enter. So now going through the step of creating the docker image, as you can see here. So running step 1, step 2, step 3 or 4, and then still running. Yep. As you can see, step 1 getting from Ubuntu, step 2 the maintainer, and then step 3 run the update. So it's just pretty much make sure all the updates are properly done, and we should be good to go very shortly. Alright, so as you can see right now, so finish building the image. The image is built right now, so we have, pretty much everything in Docker. This is the image ID right here, the file name. Yeah, Docker. You can have all the instructions regarding the images right now. So you have the image ID. This is what we're looking at, the image ID. It created about a minute ago and stuff like that. So, and then from there, if you want to build a container, this is the next step. If you want to build a container, we just have to follow the instruction below and use the image ID to create to build the container. So I can do sudo docker run and pass the image ID and click enter. Then I start building up the container. So hello world, this is my container. So this is my Docker container. So pretty much just spin up the Docker container out of the image that we created.